Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm doing a video on a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. I have struggled with hyperpigmentation ever since I was like 10, 11 years old. It started from, not wearing sunscreen, and ever since then, I'm a lot older now, and I've been working on my hyperpigmentation ever since then, trying to find the best combination and solutions to getting rid of my hyperpigmentation. So I wanted to start with, where do I have my hyperpigmentation? Where does it bother me the most and where I'm trying to clear it? So I have hyperpigmentation around my mouth, and I'll kind of zoom in so you guys can see. It's really hard to see in this lighting, but I mean, it's there. It's in my smile lines. It's a little bit darker around my mouth. And that just kind of happens from hormones and the sun. And then this doesn't bother me as much, but I do have some pigmentation and some acne scars on my cheeks. Those are pretty much the areas that, I'm always trying to clear. And I know for people who have hyperpigmentation around the mouth, it can be like very annoying because, your makeup shades don't work, and in pictures, it just doesn't look good. So I already know the struggle is real. But through trial and error, I've came across a lot of products that have really helped with my journey. So I wanted to share with you guys, the best routine that I found that's been helpful for my hyperpigmentation. And I will say that when treating hyperpigmentation, you have to be consistent, and also less is more. I've tried to use a lot of products that were way too harsh on my skin, and it actually did more damage than good. So I'll kind of share with you guys some of the mistakes that I made. I will say that hydroquinone, I used it maybe 6 years ago, and that was the first thing that actually showed major results. It was like the Murad skin lightening cream. This is when you could buy it hydroquinone over the counter. Now you can only get it from the dermatologist. That actually made my hyperpigmentation go away around my mouth and my smile lines. But then about 6 months later, it got dark. It got dark again. So yeah, I decided to never use that product again. I did try a VI peel with the hydroquinone just to test it out. I thought that because, it was in a peel form that it wouldn't, affect me that bad. But I did get rebound hyperpigmentation from the peel with the hydroquinone. So I'm done with that now. And then the second thing that really made a difference for me was about maybe 3 years ago. I did a series of lactic acid and mandelic acid peels. I was going to a med spa, and I had about 4 series of peels, and it was, guys, I was peeling. Like it was a lot, and I did it over the winter time because of the sun. And I noticed a really, really big difference in my skin. And that time I was adamant about sunscreen, but being out in the sun is inevitable if you want to, live your life. So yeah, it came back after a few summers. So yeah, I've really noticed that maintenance is pretty much the only thing you can do with hyperpigmentation / melasma that really isn't from breakouts. Like the hyperpigmentation around my mouth, it's more hormonal. So it's, I can treat it, but if I'm out in the sun, it's going to come back. So I'm going to show you guys my skin routine. So the first thing I do is I use my CeraVe cleanser, and this is a really nice cleanser because it's very hydrating. I have dry skin. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, ceramides in it, and amino acids, which really help to protect your skin barrier. And with dealing with hyperpigmentation, if your skin barrier isn't strong, then you're not going to have any results. So making sure you remove your makeup with a good cleanser and having some hydration in your skin is definitely key. The second thing that I've switched to doing is this is Dr. Kiehl's toner. It's the Daily Refining Milk Peel Toner, and I like this because it's a chemical exfoliant. And that's really nice because, I've noticed that with a lot of the exfoliants that are, physical, you can actually cause a lot of hyperpigmentation and damage to your skin if you're being too rough. So I stopped doing that, and I just use a toner at night, and I use a cotton swab, a cotton ball, or whatever. And yeah, it's been a really good way to get the dead skin off of my skin without actually, causing too much damage and causing more hyperpigmentation from inflammation. So definitely would recommend a very light exfoliating toner. If you use it every day, you'll be good to go. So you need a vitamin C. There's a lot of speculation about vitamin C. This is the timeless vitamin C, and I keep it in the refrigerator to keep the potency. Also, vitamin C like this comes out I don't know if you guys can see this, but it comes out clear. And that's good because that means it's potent and it hasn't, you know, gotten old yet. So if your vitamin C is darker, you can do more research on this, but if it's darker, that means it's not as effective. And if you keep it in the refrigerator, it kind of helps with the longevity of vitamin C. But vitamin C is really good. It actually like brightens my overall appearance. It helps to lighten my hyperpigmentation. It definitely takes longer, but it's definitely more, I guess, it's not really, it's kind of gentle for my skin. Now that one is 20%, but I have no issues with the vitamin C. So it's more of like, it brightens your skin, but it also very slowly helps with hyperpigmentation. And then also, it's really good for, you know, protecting your skin from the sun. So I definitely recommend a vitamin C serum. That one is about 20 bucks. I do want to try the skin cuticles one. It's like $166, but I want to try it. I eventually will. But I've been through a lot of high-end vitamin C's. I used to like the Drunk Elephant one until they changed the formula. Also, this is just vitamin C gummies, so it's good to, you know, I always take my vitamin C to kind of help from the inside out with my skin. So taking vitamin C is really good for your immune and also, you know, your skin as well. So this is a brand new, I don't want to say brand new, but there's not a lot of research on this for hyperpigmentation. It is oral tranexamic acid. I got prescribed this from my dermatologist. I actually ran this by her from just doing a lot of research, and she said that, yeah, it actually does help with more of so melasma. I've, you know, reached out to a lot of people and talked to my derm, and it really treats melasma. So, you know, the dark lines around my mouth and hyperpigmentation around my mouth, this is definitely something that helps. And I have a 650 milligrams. I split it, and in the morning I take the first half and I take the second half at nighttime. So with that being said, you know, I've been on it for about 3 to 4 weeks, and, you know, I've noticed that my hyperpigmentation hasn't gotten worse. It takes about 8 to 12 weeks to kick in. So, you know, I would definitely do an update, you know, for you guys on how that has changed my skin. But I'm really hopeful that, you know, it definitely helps with melasma. You guys can look it up. There's studies done, and I think it's a newer way to kind of tackle hyperpigmentation, melasma that's like really resistant to treatment. So another thing that I have is my doctor prescribed, my derm prescribed me this, and this is kojic acid, niacinamide, tranexamic acid, tretinoin, and that's it. So she concocted this for me, and I'm supposed to be using this on my dark areas. I actually have not been using this because I just feel like when the derm gives you cream, sometimes with me, the creams can actually make my hyperpigmentation a lot worse, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but like sometimes these creams can be really, really harsh and can cause more damage than good. Also, I'm going on vacation soon, so I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm going to be in the sun, and I want to make sure that the sun isn't making my skin worse because of it being sensitive to this treatment. So I haven't used this yet, but I did want to tell you she prescribed me this. Now, what I do use for a spot treatment is, this is from the Derm 2. This is Tret. This is 0.025%, and then this is azelaic acid, 15%. So I'll mix these two together, and I will use this as a spot treatment. I don't use this around my mouth because that area, that pigmentation is different. It's not from, you know, acne scars. But every few days I will mix these two together and apply this as a spot treatment to my acne and dark spots when I have them. And then another product that I have, it's not handy, but I do have it. I use SPF 50 physical sunscreen, and the brand is called Color Science. And I use that every 2 hours. I'm adamant about applying it. It's the only way to protect your skin from the sun without, you know, wearing a hat. But if you're doing all this to your skin, you need to wear SPF. And that one is physical. It also is tinted. I'll do a video on that one too. But I highly recommend a sunscreen, and SPF 50 is essential if you're treating hyperpigmentation. Any sunscreen is good, but SPF 50 will definitely make a big difference in your skin. Just make sure you're reapplying it. So yes, like I've came so far with my hyperpigmentation. I've got my lip gloss on right now, and I did my eyebrows, but this is my skin, guys. This is my skin, and I've came a long way. Like, I know I do have the hyperpigmentation around my mouth. People say that I'm, you know, you notice your own pigmentation issues more than other people do, because some people they don't, and then some people they do. My derm, you know, she can see it because she's a dermatologist, but other people are like, no, I don't really see it. But you guys know how that goes. So yeah, I've been treating it. This routine has really worked for me. I get a lot of compliments on my skin, guys. The vitamin C, like, the glow is real. Like, you guys will literally see such a difference in your skin if you're not incorporating vitamin C, and you do. So I highly recommend that. And yeah, I'll put you guys in on the oral tranexamic acid. I'm really excited about these results. And then, oh, I do want to show you guys my, one second, guys. So this is the moisturizer that I use. It's from Le Roche, and it's the Lippy Care Intense Repair Moisturizing Cream. My derm recommended this one as well. All those products from Sephora and stuff, like, sometimes just going to the derm and kind of getting their recommendations on a lot of the products that are good is definitely will save you a lot of money and also a lot of time. So yeah, those are the products that I use, and they've definitely helped with the clarity of my skin. So yes, if you guys have used any of these products and have had similar experiences, let me know in the comments below. Or if there's something that you guys are using for hyperpigmentation that I didn't mention, I would love to learn about, you know, what you guys are doing to manage your hyperpigmentation and melasma as well. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.